this handsome guy Albus. This is episode number 16. This episode I have an FFO, progress on my whip to show you. Those will continue on because everybody seemed to have fun with those 50 random question tag. And I also have a non-stitching project but stitching related, so we'll get into all that. So I also wanted to thank, I've gotten a few shout outs the past week or two, and I greatly appreciate that from other FlossTubers. I'm glad that they are enjoying the videos, and a fair amount of new subscribers. So thank you so much. And if you're one of those new people who stumbled upon me on somebody else's recommendation, thanks for stopping by. And hit subscribe if you like these videos and want to get updates when new ones come out. So first up, I have an FFO. I picked up Barb over at Keepsakes, finished it. It's the Save the Red Shirts, and this is the back fabric. I picked something kind of outer spacey, cosmic looking, and I'm gonna hang it in our geeky basement. But I thought that came out great, so I was excited when Barb said it was finished, and she did a great job as always. So this is my nerdy finish. Next up is my whip. Let's see here. This is as far as I've gotten. This is my Black Lives Matter sampler. Again, just briefly, it starts with Eric Garner and is going to end with George Floyd. I've been working pretty diligently on this, and actually it's the only thing I've been working on, and I think I might be about halfway through the names. I'm not 100% sure, but that's where we're at. And I'm also using this for the Sal that EJ from Sunshine Stitchers and a few other folks put together. Hashtag representation matters Sal, and diversity and inclusion Sal. Those are both the hashtags for it. They encourage you to either stitch a pattern with a person of color, either as it's charted or with a skin conversion, or a lot of people are doing Martin Luther King quotes and things like that. So that's my piece for that. Hopefully I can finish it soon so I could do something a little more cheerful, because Lord knows that is not to do with the Sal. Okay, my next, I don't have any haul this week. So my next thing is I've become obsessed with making needle minders. I mean, I've been buying needle minders forever, but I started making a few. And I also got a, this is just a magnetic, I think it's a magnetic chalkboard, but it's just a magnetic board I got on Amazon that, you know, they can all stick to. So I started putting them on here, and it's a great way to keep them all. I mean, that is the ones that aren't living on my projects, because I just keep the needle minders on the project and throw them in the project bag. But these are some of them. I just made this one. Let's see, hold on. This is Tina from Bob's Burgers. I'm kind of late to the game on this Bob's Burgers. I discovered it like recently, and I'm obsessed. I absolutely love it. So this is Tina and her love of horses, unicorns, and boys' butts. And let's see, I made this one today. This is Captain Marvel. So yeah, they're all living on this board. I even bought a bunch of pins and things to make needle minders with. I'm waiting for them to come in. I don't know what's going on, but it's just so fun. I thought I could hang the needle minders in my room where I used to stitch. Used to is the word. It was great. I had a little table. It was off the laundry area so I could get up and do laundry, and when I was sitting there stitching, it looked like I was working doing laundry. But we have since moved my kids' guinea pigs into that room, and I could technically stitch in there, but if anybody's ever had guinea pigs, if they hear you, they just instantly start going "Week, week, 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 week," and it is so annoying to sit and stitch in there now. So now I've just moved around the house, but my plan was I was going to hang that needle minder board with the in there, but I probably still will because that's where all my cross stitch supplies are. Let's see, I guess that's it stitching wise. This is not, I don't really have a whole lot going on today. But everybody seemed to have fun with those questions from that 50 questions you've never been asked tag. So I think I have like 10 more so that we can do, and everybody feel free to comment below with your answers to some of these questions, and we can debate, and you know, it'd be kind of fun. So the first one is favorite TV show when you were a child. I have to say, like, I really loved Thundercats cartoon and the Super Friends with the Justice League, the one with the Hall of Justice. Those were my favorite cartoons. And then probably like non-animated would be Facts of Life. I loved that show. It was probably like the start of Joe Polnicek, the kind of tough tomboy girl that rode the motorcycle. I should have known. Anyway, next question. Would you rather have an American or a British accent? Well, I think I'd sound way better with a British accent. I mean, what American wants an American accent? Well, that's kind of silly. Although, you probably always want what you don't have. Did your mother go to college? No, she did not. She was a secretary, and it's a shame because she was such a super smart person that she probably could have been so successful. But you know, back in the day, women didn't really go to college that often, so unfortunately, no. Are your grandparents still married? Well, all my grandparents are deceased except for one grandfather, but they were all married before they died, and they never got divorced. So I guess the answer is yes. Do you know who Kermit the Frog is? Who doesn't know who Kermit the Frog is? So yes. What's the first amusement park you went to as a child? Well, in New Jersey it was called Great Adventure. It's part of the Six Flags thing, but we just called it Great Adventure. It was one of those, I mean, it's still there, but when I was a kid, you could, one of those drive-through like animal park things, and like the baboons would like get on your car and tear your car up, and it was wild. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, I know why they don't do that now, other than the whole, you know, animal, it's probably not the best situation for the animals, but also, like, I can't imagine the damage. I remember going through there and laughing as a kid because, you know, I didn't drive, it wasn't my car. People's cars just getting torn to pieces with like baboons and monkeys all over, and then I can't imagine the monkey poop that's all over it. But yeah, so it was an amusement park and this drive-through safari thing. Have you ever taken karate lessons? Not karate, but I have taken kung fu and taekwondo. I think I'm not a black belt in either one, but I let's see, in Taekwondo I stopped because that's when I had the stroke, but I think I was like a high blue, which is pretty decent. And then Kung Fu I was pretty far along too, but we had moved. I like that. I like Kung Fu much better than Taekwondo. That's all kicking. But yeah, I have. Let's see, do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? That is a big fat neither. I hate that kind of sappy romance stuff. Oh my God. Never seen The Notebook. It just until recently when I think Etta wanted to watch Titanic, and so Nicole and her sat down, and I was in the room when it was going on, but I think I fell asleep. I've never watched it all the way to the end, and it's kind of something I'm proud of. So neither. That is not my type. Have you ever had Indian food? I love Indian food. There's a lot of I'm a vegetarian. There are a lot of vegetarian options. My favorite dish is either mutter or mutter paneer. It's the cheese with the peas in it, and oh, that naan bread or the paratha bread. Yum. But nobody in my family really likes it that much, so like we'll go on my birthday or something, but I don't go that often. What language besides your native language would you like to be fluent in? That's an easy one, Spanish. There's so many people in our country that speak Spanish. I took 2 years in high school, but I'm far from fluent. I actually downloaded that Babbel app and have been trying to teach myself more Spanish. Two of Walker's teammates in gymnastics, parents, Spanish is their native language, so I always try to absorb what they're saying. I'm thinking like maybe Spanish through osmosis or something, and I'll just all of a sudden be fluent, but I'm too dense. And then the last one is what would your parents have named you if you were born the opposite gender? I actually know that one. I was going to be Brian David. Brian was the first name and David as my middle name. And I actually found out I was going to be, they were planning on naming me Heather as a girl. But then, thank God, I was, no offense to any Heathers out there, I was born with this like, I was bald, but I had like orange eyebrows and a little bit of orange peach fuzz. So I knew I was going to be red haired. So thankfully I got Colleen instead of Heather. I don't know. It's not like there's anything wrong with the name. It's just not my name. Anyway, so that's all I have today. It's not a lot of stitching stuff in this episode, so I apologize for that, but I only have one whip going. So hopefully I'll get that done, and I'm trying to be disciplined and not start anything or go back to any other whips until I get this done. I want to get both my samplers done. So hopefully everybody will have happy stitching this week, and stitching will bring them lots of joy, and I will see you next week. Thanks a lot. Bye.